we are very excited about this expedition, or this trip to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. Absolutely amazing.
I can imagine you're excited, but Richard, are you also going to be hiking?
Yes, I am for the third time this year. And as he said, we're very excited, and thank you very much also for having this program.
A big day for you guys. This is when you leave, you have that drive, you'll be going to Botswana up first and going through via a few countries before you make that great trek on the 18th of July. Tell us a little bit about this initiative.
Look, this is the very same initiative that gets promoted or motivated during the month of July, which is we should make each day an endeavour day. And this is Richard's idea. It's not my idea. I didn't really call him to climb Kilimanjaro. He comes to me and he says, "SABC, I just want to climb Kilimanjaro for caring for girls." I said, "What is this?" And he told me about the plight of girls who don't have access to hygienic sanitary towels. So I said, "Okay, let's do it." And then since 2 years ago we've been doing it, and then this is the third one, which is massive. It's a historic event, but the messaging around it for us is just to say each and every one of us has got a role to play. Find something in your area where you are to do something, obviously to portray what we believe is the spirit of Madiba, which is to be of service to others. And that's why we are doing this trek. So it's quite exciting that we are not doing it only as South Africans, for South Africans. We are doing it for the entire continent and the countries that we will be going through and touching and engaging in new dialogue with them as we go through. Absolutely amazing, and we are doing that in a practical way. And Richard, who runs the Imbuba Foundation, is behind this thing. I'm only there as an anchoring person. Obviously, I'm excited to go climb the mountain, but the biggest for us is just to really get out there and try and help as many as girls as possible to access sanitary towels. If people out there join us on the expedition by supporting us, then would have achieved what we are setting out to achieve.
Yeah, you see, I assumed that you were the instigator of all this because I know you're somewhat of a daredevil. I thought there was peer pressure and you roped Richard in, but it seems it's the other way around. Richard, I managed to speak to some of your family members. I know some of your siblings are around. I think your mum is around as well, isn't it? And she's very excited about this initiative. But tell us a little bit about caring for girls and why you decided to venture into this particular organization.
Okay, caring for girls first. As I said earlier, is that it's an initiative that was, for me, started by overhearing a conversation, believe it or not, between my mum and my niece. And it wasn't a long conversation, but what I can say to you is that my niece was experiencing periods for the first time in her life. And, for that kind of a conversation, you would think it would take years, but it just took a couple of minutes and then that was it. And I'm like, okay. So I had to think about how many orphaned and vulnerable kids, how many kids in general we have all over the country who don't have anyone to take care of them, and how many childhood homesteads do we have. So, I only came with one answer. It's millions. And to me, it just inspired me to take action and make the change that I want to see. So we just thought, after talking to SABC, I thought, okay, I've got an idea of Trek4Mandela, and the reason being is we want to take Mandela Day beyond the 18th of July. We want people to understand that Mandela Day is an everyday thing, and we are all, as Musisa said, we are all called to do something. So caring for girls, therefore, helps us to take our action, and in a way that it's visible, people can see it. And you saw Charlotte earlier. She spoke confidently. That's what it's about. It's no longer about distributing a packet of sanitary pad, but it's about confidence building, self-esteem for these young girls. But more than anything else, it's also to create sustainable programs around the Mandela Day initiative, so that it's not just out of your office, go there and come back home, and then let's wait for the next 18th of July. So this is really about, I would say, it talks to the core values of Madiba, which among others include Ubuntu, freedom, responsibility, honesty, love and care for others. So there's a whole lot of them, and caring for girls is really helping us keeping as many young girls as we can in schools.
It's very encouraging to have men who are empathetic towards the plight of young ladies, because take it from me, it is a very difficult time of the month. for those who have. I can just imagine for those have-nots. It must be incredibly hard. And as you said, it also affects one's self-confidence and the dignity and your participation in class when you're in a have-not situation. But it's very encouraging to see that you're concerned about that. Lastly, everybody here is here to wish you a fond farewell and bid you adieu and make sure that you come back safely and in one piece. How do we get involved? How do we keep track of your progress? And how can we participate in this initiative?
People can go onto our website, which is www.Trek4Mandela.com. They will see all live tweets that we'll be sharing with them in terms of the pictures and the stories that we'll be encountering along the way. But also people can go for donations. They can go to www.imbumbafoundation.org, and then they can click that green. It looks green, bright green, so you can't miss it. It's a bright green button which says donate. Just click there will be miracles, and you will be inspired to donate as you wish.
Well, our light has just gone off. I think it's time for you guys to go quickly. Yes. I want assurance from you that you'll bring everybody back in one piece. I'm putting you on the spot. Make sure that everybody comes back safe and sound.
Well, it is one of my duties or responsibilities for this team. They are in the safe hands. I'm going to summit the mountain for the 18th times. They can't go wrong. I can't go wrong with that. So I'll tell you that I will bring them down in one piece. I promise to their parents and their friends out there that they will see them in one piece.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time, gentlemen. And there you have it. Trek4Mandela. It's coming to fruition today. They leave today for Gaborone. That's the first stop there in Botswana. And as I mentioned, it will go Gaborone. There's also Botswana, of course, there's Gaborone. Then we have Zambia, we have Kenya, and then Tanzania as well. So quite a great initiative. We have somebody else who's contributed a lot to the issues of young ladies, the sanitation and their well-being as far as education is concerned, on their development. I think it's very crucial. Ndilega Mandela joins us now to speak to us a bit more about something that she's also contributing, and I know it goes well beyond Mandela Day and the month. This is something that's very close to your heart. A very good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very, very much, Ayanda. Yes, it is very important. Like I said earlier on, that it is a program that will seek at reaching much a wider audience than the 40,000 that they'll be reaching, and it's a national program. And the statistics as they stand today, there's 3.6 million girls that do not go to school because of a lack of sanitary wear. And the program that we'll be doing will be launched during the Mandela Women's Month, which is also, asking each person to donate a year's subscription of pads at 180 rands per girl for the whole year. And it's a program that we hope to expand year on year so that the advent of girls not going to school does not happen. As you heard, part of what we do, I'll be doing is part of the Thembekile Mandela Foundation. As you know, that is a foundation that I launched, taking care of all those programs that the Nelson Mandela Foundation used to do in the education space and youth development and health. And this speaks to the issue of health, because over and above just supplying these sanitary wear to the school children, it is also education around issues of menstruation, period pains, and also to say that, as soon as you get your period, a girl is happy that at least I'm not pregnant. So it also seeks to address that, and also how to deal with those issues, pertaining to menstruation.
Yeah, and I think it's very important, because I remember as a youngster, back in the day, all you were told was that if you started your periods, just stay away from boys. You don't get told why or how or what happens. They just say, don't play with boys. So the educational aspect is very, very important. But I know we're about to wrap and throw to a break. You were there listening to Mama Okrasha Michelle just speaking about the legacy of Udada Nelson Mandela, saying that it wasn't just the legacy of bringing freedom and emancipation in South Africa, it's a legacy of caring for people, and that we need to bring that forth in the work that we do.
Actually, very important. And what also Mam Grasa highlighted is that this program of Trek4Mandela, it was initiated by a man. And it is actually quite crucial, and it also got me thinking, over and above Mandela Day, let's do something maybe on Heritage Month and target men, to say, men, take care of your issues, instead of, because Mom talked about, the advent that this Trek4Mandela was started by men, where the statistics of women abuse are very high in South Africa, of rape of children and all of that. And it's also showing that this is actually taking the legacy forward and doing it on a daily basis, because if you supply a child with sanitary pads for a year, you're actually doing a Mandela Day every day.
Every day. We'll have to leave it there. Thank you so much for letting us snatch you literally from the crowd to speak to us. There you have it. We'll have more for you a little bit later. Do stay with us. Time for a quick ad break. Morning Live continues after this.